someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while.
We support women in the liberal arts on this channel. Support your local artist. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Thunder microphone is on. Oh shoot.
Then I stop myself for a while.
For those of you that have hit that like
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with the Road Dog. I'm the Road Dog. I'm the Turkey Dog. So we got a little mixed bag going on behind us, but overall we've had a pretty good day in crypto. Facing a little bit of rejection. That's all right. That's kind of normal. That happened here. We got Bitcoin here on the 6-minute time frame. She got that nice little pump up back here. That was nice. 102,500. Can't bitch about that. Draw Fibonacci's up through there. See, we're hanging around and respecting this 236 Fibonacci area so far. There's a possible double top pattern here on a very small time frame. It could lead into some more downside here. These little guys have a measured move, according to Top and Spukowski, for these little triple tops. Is from the very top is to the very bottom is this. And if they break that very bottom is this area right here. Got a measured move, takes us back down to the 786 Fibonacci area. So we're going to locate that little guy, paint him a little blue color right here. Throw a little price label on that guy. Price label. And we can see that also comes back down to the bottom of this trend line. Now that would suck ass, but we've already broken that trend line. So technically we've already broken back into the pattern that looks so bullish. And I gotta tell you, that's not the best results that we're wishing for. We're expecting that flag to the upside. That's the first sign that man, some more down could be coming here, and we're starting to see some signs. Now, I would love to see it bounce here. There's a slimmer possibility that it can. I mean, if I had to put numbers on it, I would say we're probably in the 10% category. Maybe a 20% chance, 25% chance if we come down here to bounce. Not as likely that we'll bounce and just rocket ship off from here, but on the chance that I am totally asshole wrong, and we do any bounces here, and we start bouncing up and making higher highs, oh, expect that to be a rocket ship freaking move. Any bounce from over here, this 200 moving average comes up here on this particular time frame. That gives us a possibility finding support there in 101,000. Any support off of either of these two will lead to a significant move if we break out. I mean, this is as low as we go before we go up. We will go up really, really good. Thus says the Feb. Well, thus says the road dog. However, if we start losing these areas, and maybe this pattern plays out, well, we got some confluence down here at these little lower areas. They might bring us back. Here's another idea. Remember this area right here? That was our last high there. Remember this area right here? Yeah. Often, you know, we can get these ideas to come back and retest these breakout areas because that was a breakout. Man, I hate to see us back in that pattern, but gosh darn it, that's where we find ourselves at the moment. But remember, we are on the small time frame, tiny little bit of time frame. When we zoom out to the weekly, this is like, where is it? Where are we? That up here? We're worried about that. That's why you don't want to get all messed up in these small time frames. Look, this is where we are on the weekly. You can't even see that. So there you go. We come down to the daily and look at that big, beautiful candle there. Look at us getting away. Can you see this big old fat Ichimoku cloud? You remember we was talking about how she was leaning up and that was a good sign? Yeah, that's a good sign. We got a little bit of red coming in here, but there's also a little sliver of green, little red, little sliver. It's undecided at the moment, but more positive and stuck in the middle of it. Wow, you can't even see anything here. It looks so dire on the 6 minute, but here on the daily, you gotta admit, that's a good candle. That's a good candle. We're having some positive luck out of crypto. My portfolio is looking a lot more healthier. I'm looking, seeing areas that we had when, I guess we were back up here in the good old days. When I wish I got paid a little bit more. I was doing those drops, right? Here we are. Let's go to the 4 hour. I'm on 6 hour. That's kind of a weird ass time frame. Let's move this stuff out of the way. It looks good. It all looks good. Yeah, pull back 99 if it happens. I don't know. 200 moving average sitting at 98.5 wouldn't be the worst. To give you a chance to buy more under 100,000 if we can go. Although I do think us losing 100,000 is a little bit of a sign of weakness. Maybe if it wicks below and cuts back up, that would be good. But for us to keep bouncing beneath and keep losing 100,000, well, that would be a sign that we need to be a little concerned about and keep an eye on. But here, even on the 4 hour, man, things look good. All these moving averages just recently crossed over that 200 moving average, so that's good. I know market cipher is up, but look, the money flow is still coming in and going to the green. I mean, it's still coming in. So stochastics can get buried over here at a 99, 100%. I mean, she's topped out. She's smoking hot on the stochastics there. It's getting just a little fiery, getting a little heated there, but that's okay. They can stay up there. They did over here for a while we kept going up in this area. Lots of sell pressure, a lot of people taking profits when we get back up at 100,000. I was one on my spot margin plays having to take profits up there so I can pay my loan off, so that if we do come down here I can buy more, and if we don't, well, then I'm paying that loan off so I can keep more of that Bitcoin. So selling is not always a bad thing. I'm not considered selling. It's just part of the game I'm playing right now to grow that Bitcoin back higher. Losing that trend line on whatever time frame, not the greatest look, not the greatest look. I gotta be honest with you. I really do feel that 101,000, that area will be coming, and hopefully we'll find some support there. It's just a better chance to buy that yummy Bitcoin cheaper. Let me say hello to everybody hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate you, honey. 13 wonderful people hanging out with me tonight. We had quite a few of you guys hanging out earlier with the stream that I had. I did a stream during the day. We got Strega in the house, being number one. Strega. Wow! Look at you. Look at you go. He can do it. He can do it. He's done it many, many a times. Duality Crypto. How's it going, board PC guy? Turkey Head. And we got Roguelide. How's it going, Roguelide? Hello, dog. What are the other set of moving averages you showed on the near chart in my last stream? Probably what you're talking about. Oh, look. We got a super chat from Roguelide. Thank you very much, my man. Let me heart that and give it a like. Thank you very much for your support. The moving averages that I had on my other, I think you're talking about these. I use a 5 moving average strategy. So I'll go over that briefly first, right? Just for anybody else. And this was the main ones I used for a long, that's not it. That's for a long time. And I just want to briefly just touch on what they are. I use a 9, a 21, a 50, a 100, and 200. And they speak to me and they help me guide this market and they talk to me. But sometimes you get beyond them and sometimes you need a little more insight. And here are some crazy ones I've recently added on top of that. So these are the ones I think you're talking about. They are, I have a purple one. Let me see if I can, oh, where'd you go? Why'd you run off? Scaredy cat. What's up with you? I'm going to do it again. I've got a purple one. If you see it down here, now that is the 360. Oh crap. What did you do? What is all that? Oh, that's Traders Realities. That's complicated. Looks confusing. Where did you go? 5 moving average. I'll keep it up this time. So I've got the purple one is a 360. The red one is a weird one. I was just playing around because I would think I was in some kind of Reddit group or something and saw it mention 666 moving average or something. I was playing around, but yeah, I've tried the 777s, 888s. I've played around with a lot of these little guys just to see. But the 666 moving average, the mark of the beast, the devil's moving average that I call Lucy on this stream. I don't like to give glory to the idea of the devil. I really don't. But we got Miss Lucy up there. It represents that. That one, my back testing and everything on not just Bitcoin, but especially likes Bitcoin, but on everything, it comes into play. Price respects it. And I couple that with the 800 moving average, and that's this orange one. And I find I play them off of each other a lot. When they cross bullish or bearish, that tells me stuff. And it depending on what time frame I'm on, I mean, if we get a drop, they're usually in the picture. One of them is usually in the picture, and there's usually something playing between the two of them. And you can just see that backtracking it on whatever time frame. Probably can see more instances on a. I mean, they come into play. Here's a good example where she came into play. When you see price starting to touch one on whatever time frame, you need to start paying attention to it. Is what I've learned. One aspect that I've learned. But yeah, those are the 3 that I use. And so now that I'm using an 8 moving average strategy, and they do help out a lot, believe it or not. Thank you for asking that question. I appreciate it. So what's the market doing, guys? So what's the market doing? Oh, I need to get my little thing running here. Bear with me just a second. Get my other little chat screen up so it stays a little bit more up to date than what I get here. There's a little delay between when actual chat is going in and when I get it. So, and then there's a delay between when you hear what my response to it. So, you know, we got at least a good, probably a 30-second delay between me getting information and you getting whatever I say back. 666, the number of the beast, John Doe says. Yep, that's true. But for a moving average, it does come in a little helpful. Now, if we were to zoom out, and I'm going to do this on a different chart. Oh, well, we got it right here. Oh, this is another one I've been following. But look at all them messy lines. What the? There's a lot of messy lines. Let's clear it up. I don't think I need any of this stuff right now. My goodness. What I was trying to point out is this orange. This is your main trend line that we got, and we could come back and touch that guy. This is we were looking here. This is a local pattern. This megaphone pattern. Your bigger pattern is this. Your bigger trend line idea is this guy. He's making the bigger channel right here that we're in. Look how nice that is. See, when you zoom out, you get some clearer direction. We're on the 1 hour chart, but we just zoomed down on the idea. But this is the whole move. We're in a nice little channel going up to the top. But this is our most local pattern that we were looking for. Actually, honestly, I mean, we're looking at this one and seeing the breakout on this. And I'm charting this from a smaller time frame. Looks bullish. We could be going parabolic, and we could, but we came back in the pattern, so we're not. But to me, to avoid all that, if I just drawn this and this channel idea, it would have been spilling out from from what we got here, just taking it to the candle bodies, respecting this angle. Baby, you're at the tops. You're at the tops. You got any divergence? And there's some slight divergence. But that would have been a good indicator. Oh man, we got a top area right here, man. And be putting my line to that candle body would keep me from cutting through these other guys and saying, oh look, we got a breakout. And so that's how I work it, and it keeps me from getting into trouble. All right, so the daily Bitcoin, the hourly Bitcoin chart is starting to take a downturn here on the MACD. Meaning that's probably going to sting a little bit for some of us. Anybody that bought this flag idea that's trying to be sold this morning to the upside, probably not playing out. Just saying, flags at resistance usually have that tendency not to work as well. You heard it here because other people don't seem to be sharing that information. Hope it helps you out. All right, so let's move on to our indices here. So altcoins, we're finding this area right here. Can I draw a horizontal line? Can I get a horizontal line? Hell yeah. Man, that candle dipped through it, but all these candles through here were respecting this area. And that seems to be a resistance area for us right now. So that's what we're looking at, a total 3. But we can get a little bump up. We might come down a little bit. We're on the daily chart here, but she's still looking good. This guy over here, this Bitcoin dominance thing, we should probably look at it over here, a bigger time thing. This is the guy that is creating havoc for us. This is Bitcoin dominance, and she's been bullish. She gets up past this higher high here. Altcoins could be a hurting. They're already feeling the pain. Not feeling the pain, but they're already feeling it. We got a falling wedge pattern here in the 4 hour that we have confirmed a breakout. Yay. We're looking at going from 57% to 58%, a full percent coming out of altcoins into Bitcoin. Or all whatever, Tether, dominance, even whatever, all that coins coming in Bitcoin. Now, what we could be setting up for, we got this channel that we lost. We might be coming up to this area right here. What is that? That is about 58%. Maybe rolling over, coming down. I don't know. You can only really appreciate Bitcoin dominance on the bigger time frames. That's hoping that maybe we'll get a lower low, but she ain't looking like she wants to. Looks like this channel idea we got here is holding. And it's not even the greatest one. It stems from back here at the very bottoms. We are at the very bottom and it held. Faked out and held, man. To me, I read this as possible bullish. Now, a lot of people are calling for altcoin season. I'm calling for altcoin rallies, and I recommend that you take some profits because they can give up those gains. If we start seeing Bitcoin dominance start shooting back up here, we're going to start giving back those gains in altcoins. Now, as Bitcoin, this would mean that Bitcoin will go up in price as probably nation states start FOMOing into Bitcoin this next month, and like, what? The U.S. is actually going to do a strategic reserve. Nigeria saying, we've already ahead of it right now. We've already been buying, I'm just throwing out things. But, you can see how that could be a narrative to help push Bitcoin dominance up in the world markets. And that will help altcoins come too, but altcoins are being very diluted with all the new altcoins coming out every freaking day. Every new niche is coming out. It's crazy. Now we got a bunch of AI agents that are starting to probably start taking the meme coin route. Do you need a coin to do those functions on the blockchain to make your AI work? No, you do not. You do not. You need a meme coin or a coin on your AI project so you can get in more development money and also increase your lifestyle. I'm just saying. That's the truth of crypto for a lot of these coins. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Guys, I'm going to throw up my little request thing here, but I've got coins I'm going to work on. What I will do is throw that up into the chat. 23 people hanging out with me. So glad to have you here. We are on live chat. Hey, Stephen Forvan. Hey, welcome to stream. New name here. Hey, brother, just wondering if you think Phantom Sonic will thrive this cycle. They've been getting killed lately. I think they will. Andre Cronje, if he's still involved with that one, that's going to be real good. We'll take a look at that. I can get better ideas if I see the chart, but I'm also in that. So we will take a look at that. Got my pen for Christmas. It's a little guitar. I have a fancy for guitars. I have a huge crappy guitar collection. John Doe, how's it going? Oh, there's that grifter. Submit your, oh, that's me. Submit your coin requests for live analysis. So I do give priorities to super chats and the members there. Just saying that, but that's only one thing. You know, it's a concern when things start getting crazy because they have been lately. I like it. It's cool. I just can't stream 2 hours. So I've been talking and yapping for 23 minutes, so I got to get into the charts. There's Joe from Trade Intuition. Go check him out. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Remember to smash the likes. Thank you, Joe. Hey, Elvis.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Bitcoin Elvis, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin Elvis has just left the building. We can get him back for an encore if you like.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
It's the only song he knows right now. Tommy, 2 liters. What's up, my man? Wait a minute, I saw one popped up that has not shown up here yet. Glittering Marshmallow, and it looks like a super chat. So I guess that takes up. What's our? How many seconds delay do we got? Bobby Yaz, how's it going, my man? Antonio asks, hey, Road Dog, can you fib out Solana? I sure can. That one was not on my little list of things to go over. Glittering Marshmallow, how's it going? I gave her props at the end of the stream. She's on the stream. She had to leave early to go cook dinner for her husband. I'm like, that's a good woman right there. That's a keeper right there. Yes. She's the keeping type. Can we look at Akuma Inu and Doge? Sure can. You will get first. Wait a minute, there's somebody else there. You will get the elite position of having your coins looked at first. Akuma Inu and Doge. I got you. I am going to check out. Let's celebrate their 5th super chat on the live stream. Yes. Let's do that. You can't tell me what to do. What? Who said that? Yes, let's celebrate. Thank you so much. That's the only song he knows right now. Antonio, how's it going, Antonio? Antonio was one of the Tangem Wallet winners, man. That contest, I didn't think that was to get to 1,000 subs. I was going to celebrate and give out 3 Tangem Wallets. We were at 950 subs when I launched that little thing, and it took 3 months for 50 people to come in for me to give those wallets away. Oh my gosh. It was fun times. Fun times. Found out they delivered to the Canary Islands, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that, but apparently Tangem Wallet can go anywhere. I'm in Awaldi. What do you think about Solana? Any news? We'll be taking a look at Solana. We will be. That is on the list. Here are a few coins I want to go over really briefly, and I promise really brief. I'm not going to get into the big charts. I'm going to try to tone back my my wild in-depths a little bit. Except for when there's a really good lesson to go into. So for IMX is doing pretty good. She seems to be catching a little bit of a bounce here. I do have a little bit of a position of this going on. Nice little trend line there, but bottoming areas here. What we got on? What's going on with this trend line? We're going to zoom out here on the daily. Oh my God, this chart is such a mess. You said you wasn't going to do anything crazy. I'm not. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Our accumulations will be heading back up to $2.01. With a sweet little target coming in between 215 and 268. It's that easy, folks. I swear to God it is. When we're getting down to the bottom area, it is this easy. Pull a fib and rock it on, baby. Stair step that little baby up and take some profit to get paid. This is going to be the little sweet spot with a little bonus. I know, you're just layering in the fibs and calling it the target. Yep, because it's, watch how it works. Watch how well it works. The beauty is, I guess the tricky part's knowing which one is going to seriously get more rejected from first. My prediction is I'm leaning between these two guys right here as being the most juicy targets for IMX. Next one on the list is INJ. It's been having a good day today, I believe. It's starting to come up. I mean, not a fantastical day. Looks awful similar to the one we just looked at, don't it? Ain't that crazy? How the similarities. I'm actually... Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm actually going to go that way. Still looking over here at $37. Ooh, this looks $28. Looks like an area that it might contend with. This time, I think it's going to break through it, to be honest with you. I really do. I think I'm going to go up here with this 0.5 Fibonacci. If it doesn't hit it, you can say, Road Dog, you suck. But I think she's got a good chance to come back. She did before. She'll probably break through. We're looking at 32, and what is that? You need a better. Why are you yellow? That's crazy. 32 and 37, right at $38 area. Coming in for INJ when we start playing with the top of this channel. Could she go higher? Well, you always know she could. I'm going to extend this little line. I like that little line. Look where we come all the way back. Nice, nice, nice. I love that. Zoom out, get the big power line there. We've been bouncing off the bottom of the power line. INJ. Look at this target over here, 58.63 long term for INJ. For this one, I think I'm going to post it over into the trading community here. We'll bring up the old Telegram group. We're in student charts. I've been posting some things over here today. Yeah, some things in the student chart here about the triple tops and everything that we're looking at. Let's go to the chart room, to the trade setups. And while I don't consider this, a fancy trade setup, it does give you target prices, so I think that has value. I'm gonna post that over here. INJ. At this point in the market, we need some take profit targets. Updated. Boom. All right. And then finally, I think, no, I'm going to skip Jupiter. I'm going to go with ORAI. ORAI. ORAI chain. It's one of my little dark horses, and I like it. She's got the pump and pump today. Look at that nice move out of ORAI chain. Come on, baby. Let's do a little celebrating. You deserve at least consider some fireworks in this snowstorm we got going. No, it's not a snowstorm, but I got lots of snow outside my windows. Do you guys have lots of snow outside your windows? I would like to know. Are you getting affected by or if you're in the U.S.? Well, you can tell me if you're in other countries too, because I'm kind of curious if it's snowing there. We're getting strange weather to go with these strange orbs and UFOs and crappy stuff and security breaches at the treasury and all this stuff. We got some wild stuff going on. We're in store for a wild 2025, people, but it's going to be good for crypto. I likes it. We're on Aura chain. She's had a swing high to a swing low. Let me do a few little calculations here. Oh, a 786. How good for you, baby? Nice. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a 113 and a 127 off that little old things. Take notes. Make a little chart. The stuff will come to you a lot faster than by the time I get to talk about it in the chart school series that I'll be doing. Then we can compare your notes. I don't know. I am just talking. $16. Ooh, it's been a minute, ain't it? $17. Been a minute since we seen those little juicy prices. Hey, remember I was bringing her up when she was breaking out of this area over here. She was like around $7, $8. I'm just saying. You are going to the... We are at a 618 area right now for resistance. So if you want to take a little profit, if you've been in this for a little minute, it's not a bad idea. You might get it a little bit cheaper. You might just get, just might be time to pay yourself. Just saying, sometimes it is time to just pay yourself and not put that money back in. This is a good year to think about doing that. I'm just saying. 5% each month. Pull it out. Or more, if you want. That way, by the time we get 12 months from now, you've got something to show for it and don't have to ride the roller coaster down. Have an exit plan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just ask. So could we be getting a pullback here for Aura chain? You said you wasn't going to go all crazy. Yeah. We're going to go with between the 618 and 382 area right here for any kind of good buying target, buy zone. I'm just going to label you a buy zone. Come here, buy zone. That's not my buy zone. Leave my buy zone. Give me my buy zone. Buy zone. So buy zones between $8.77 and $10 if we're fortunate enough to get back down there. I'm going to share this one over with our group here, and then I'm going to start jumping into, we're going to look at Akuma Inu, and we're going to look at Dogecoin for Super Chat and get this party started. Buy and sell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look. Akuma Inu. I wanna see what the tokenomics on this one look like, if I can. What is this interlock? We got lost there earlier today. Akuma Inu. It's up 45% today. Look at that. 0.00076 cents, up 45%. It's at 500. Oh, is it? I have not been following. Is it number 209? Wow. I have not paid attention to this one at all. Circulating supply is 666, and with a little bar over it, because I'm not repeating that. Is that trillion? 666.6 trillion total supply. So it looks like all of it should be out there base scan. So it looks we're on base contract. Akuma Inu was born on base underground arena amongst crypto enthusiasts known as the origin pit. Foraged in market volatility, Babala's emerged as the embodiment of the degen spirit. I'm a degen, wild, unyielding, and relentless in the pursuit of crypto supremacy. It's on base chain, and here to say it's a meme. Okay, well, I'd like to take it. Do you have a website? No. You got a Twitter. You don't have a website. I guess websites are becoming old. That is like so 2000 and that is so 2018 and 2020 have a website. We're gonna do everything on X now. Okay. That didn't really help me do anything over here. Okay, well, take that for what you will. Oh, look, people getting married. Okay, well, that's getting us off topic. Let's go take a look at the chart. Akuma Inu right here is 209 on the top 10 100 of the top 10 cryptos. So it has not been on MEXC very long. I have very little chart history here. Let's do something better. This is 15 minutes, so it must have been just recently. I'm guessing it's probably recently listed here on MEXC because it looks like they dumped it, and now it's starting to get a comeback. That's a good sign. We're going to go to Dexcos. Look at it over here. I think it's the best place. Akuma Inu on base. This appears to be the best one to go with. 1.89 million liquidity. What? All right, so here's a chart. She is definitely going parabolic. Raw-E. This is a 4-hour chart too at that. Wow. Okay. Well, let's work some fib magic and see what we can figure out here. Oh, I don't have the right fibs on here. I don't have the extensions on here. Oh, I can work with it. I'll just... Do you not, or do you? Wait a minute. I might have those reversed. Are you reversed? No. Okay, well. Give me just a second here. We'll go over this one. I would definitely say this is a good place to be taking some profit. 1, 2. This could be your 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you touch? That could technically be your 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you got a 5th wave going on here. That's cool. I like that. Looks bitchin' right there. All right. You're coming in on the 618. It might have already got rejected. They might have got rejected in that area already. That is one idea. Now my other, if I were doing this the way I would, let me do this. Let me do this the old school way. For this one, we want this one. We want the 3618 for this guy. Which is the 1 through 7 for that. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, it's not. And you're at a 1. Okay, and that would be a 1-3. That would be a 1382. Right. Let's throw you on there. Do we have a 1382? 1382. The Yetham? All right, I'm riding with that one. Where's my price label? I see a chance. I cannot guarantee it, but this could be the target right here. I'd be looking for it. 0.000973. And I hope you remind me of this because I want to know if it hits. I want to watch this one. Let's see if it happens. But from what I can get, that's probably the best thing that I can get. From there, we were, well, it's too early to tell what we would do there, but we could guess. And we might get a little confirmation here in the fibs. I like to do this sometimes too, to see if we get some nice lineup in the fibs. I'm not seeing perfect lineups in the fibs. I am from here though at 0.08345. Can you work the fibs that way? Or can you reverse engineer the fibs that way? Well, I've done it a few times. Let's try that as an experiment. I like to experiment sometimes. This is a, we'll color him gray and make him a dotted line so we know not to take him as serious. It's just a test level. Test level's coming in at 8277. Let's see. We're right there. And that was kind of close to another, you know, when we first really pulled a, you know, we got a resistance area just right in that same area too. Oh no, I'm still looking for this one. That's one I go with. We'll see if it hits. You up high enough where you can pay yourself though. I'm just saying, it's a good time to pay yourself if you've been in this one for a while. Just saying, get paid. You're here to get paid. This is a good time to get paid, even just a little bit. $10 if nothing else. Pay yourself something. Oh my God. Pay yourself. Make that money. Honey, get paid to do the wild thing. How much have you come up on? Oh, you don't have to tell me that, but I'm just, that's a rhetorical question. But let's say you got in down here, man. How many X's are you up? 350? 350%? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Looks good. All right, let's check out Dogecoin. That was a super chat. You get special treatment. You get longer analysis with super chats. It's only fair, unless I just happen to go on a wild tangent on something else. That's not a super chat because that does happen too. But you deliberately get the special sauces with the super chats. That's only fair. Here we are, Dogecoin on the 6-minute time frame. Like that's going to tell us anything that's going to help us out for days. No, come on. Let's go over here. The zooming out tells us everything we need to know. We are at the 618 and have not quite got through it. They're having some trouble. Now your guess is as good as mine whether it's going to do it, but the moving averages are kind of saying, I got some work to do. You got the 21 down here is not even, you know, she's trying to turn around. She hasn't yet. But the 21 says 33 cents is on the table. The 9 says 35 is on the table. We're at 39 and we're at 39 cents right now. So we third day in a row, we get bumped our heads at this just right below 40 cents, right below it. And if we can get past it, 43, 45, I'm saying 48. So it's a known area for Dogecoin. Do you not have 48? I mean, even last cycle, 48 was a hung up, you know, place where you get hung up. And that's our top here. So that's a good area to take profit, definitely. Dogecoin only got up to what, was it $78? I don't know. It started speeding up when Elon Musk was right before Saturday Night Live, and then it tanked and never saw those prices ever again. All right, so let's come down to the 4 hour. Here on the daily, we're in the middle of this green cloud, and that can be iffy. It's got a red cloud over here that we're not. It's the opposite of what we're looking for on this particular time. But we want to see a red cloud be in the middle and a little bitty green cloud waiting to be our anti-gravity floor that we hover around. That makes no sense. Moving averages on the daily, well, no red dots. This says momentum wave says we still got some. We might do it. Let's see if we can go down to the 4 hour and see if this gives us a little something else. Now, the last thing I want to mention here, what's bullish over here is the 50 moving average. Oh, look, if I get on it, you can see it, right? Maybe. You guys probably can't, but it's just the candle is just, you know, right. We're above the 50, so we've regained that. If we hold it, we might be able to bust through that. Let's come down to smaller time frames and see if we can get some gossip. Tell me what's going. Oh, do you? Tell me more. Do you see that? We're duck lipping. This is bullish on the 4 hour. 4 hour saying, hey, we're going to try to get it. We're going to try to overtake this 40-cent area tonight. So that's cool. Now we know we've exposed their plans, ladies and gentlemen. That looks like a Dr. Seuss bird pattern if I've ever seen one right here. Who in the chat agrees with me that this is a possible Dr. Seuss bird pattern going on right here? Well, the funky chicken. The funky chicken pattern. Look at that pecker. Pointing to the upside. That's all you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Technical analysis can be this easy. This easy. The funky chicken pattern. Right here on Road Dog Crypto. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I lean favoritism toward these avian patterns, to these bird patterns. I know that's, I can understand because I'm a jive turkey. I understand that, but I promise you it's not true. It could be a cup and handy to the upside. Smaller time frame. Even the 1 hour, we're all above the non-moving average. Oh, I'm for it. Go for it. Let's cheer it on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Encourage it. Go Doge. Go Doge. Got turkeys and chickens and ducks. Oh my. Duck lip, you need to get off there. Okay. Here's a fun fact. The OGs, a rule of thumb, or I don't know, maybe it's an urban legend. Let's call it an urban legend, but it seems to hold weight. Dogecoin is rumored to always lead the start of the bull run of the mega moves, and it has. You start seeing Doge move first and do some things that maybe it shouldn't do. Very bullish before, and then Bitcoin we usually follow. It's just one of the little hidden indicators that we kind of have in the back of our head, looking at Doge and seeing if Doge starts taking off before other stuff starts taking off. It's a good sign. So if Doge starts taking off and gets above here, the meme coins will probably start, seeing a little resurgence once we get past here. I think she's getting ready to do it. I say go Doge, lead Bitcoin higher and lead the meme coins higher. Let's do it. Are memes going popping off? Are we seeing signs of memes over here yet? Are there any meme signs popping off? Anything happening over here? Not yet. Still the AI stuff. Still the AI stuff. We'll have to. Oh, dog, go to the moon. Oh man, I need you to go like to $1. Really, that would be great if you went to the $1. That would be like the greatest airdrop ever. What's this? AI. Everything's AI now. Have you noticed? Yay. Everything's AI, whether it's AI or not. That's nice. Hasn't broken this trend line. I want to see more upside. Can we hit 43.70, 43.7, 44 cents? Can we do it? I think we can do it. We should do it. We really should. Heyman Awadi, another super chat. Thank you very much. $1.99 in pounds. That's even more than dollars. Thank you very much, my friend. Clappy hands. Are my clappy hands not working? Clappy hands work. Man, my clappy hands. What? That makes no sense. There they are. My button pusher keeps falling asleep on me. Thank you very much, Hyman. I appreciate that very much. We liked it. That was my like, right? Am I having a delay on this? Thank you very much. All right, so one thing we have not done that I'm trying to do early on in the stream, and I keep forgetting, is to go over the Layer GG news, because well, that can be the alpha that we need to make some good decisions. So Sean, since you're awake now, why don't you take us over to the newsroom? Sean? The love of God, Sean, it was the news, but hey guys, how's it going? We're just hanging out in the newsroom, aren't we, Sean? Newsroom. The news, Sean. That. Why is there an echo? You guys hear that echo? Is that me? Where's that coming from? Oh, I see. That's my... You don't have the volume down on your little tablet thingy. It's being kind of crazy. All right, let's get into the news. Sean, anytime you're ready, buddy. Anytime you're ready, just bring up the Twitter news. Oh my gosh. All right, so Bitcoin jumped back above $100,000 in about 2 weeks and is currently trading at $102,000. Well, this is old news. All right, Bitcoin Coinbase Premium Index has turned positive for the first time this year, according to CryptoQuant. NVIDIA has touched intraday highs again, and the AI sector is once again showing good performance. This should affect coins like the newly fresh AI coins, AI16Z, ELIZA, AIXBT, VVAIFU. What? ARC. Might be some of the coins you might see a little boost out of. MicroStrategy purchased an additional 1,070 Bitcoin worth of approximately $101 million at an average price of about $94 million. Great job. Great job. That deserves a little cowbell. ZK Sync and Night Season 1 has launched with a total of 300 million ZK allocated to ZK Sync and liquidity incentives. CloudCoin. Sanctum has hinted that cloud staking will launch sometime in January. USD Little E. A proposal is posted on the Aave governance forum suggesting that hard coding the US Little E price to match USDT Tether price in Aave's price feed might affect ENA Athena. Berachain has announced an update to Boyco on its blog. Boyco is a pre-mainnet liquidity platform. Projects supporting Boyco have been selected, and Berachain has reached a total value locked of $970 million in pre-Boyco vaults. And that's the news from Layer GG. Sean, take us back to the news. Take us back to the chart room. Sean? Sean!
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Well, look where we are right now. All right, so let's take a look at Phantom FTM. It was a request tonight. I need a good chart. I prefer spot over futures. Phantom has 77 cents here, Binance chart. Will she ever go up? The question is, and yeah, I do believe that she will. And I do have this play going myself. Now, she was in the channel, broke up, bullish, and then, well, she gave it back, came back in the channel. What happens when that happens? Well, we usually go to the bottom of the channel. Fortunately for us, on the bottom of this channel on the weekly is the 200 moving average that, you know, we caught some support on, and the very bottom of this wiki channel. The Ichimoku cloud, I just happened to notice, is looking very enticing to me. Sure, there's this deep red cloud down here, but there's this little sliver of blue just giving us a ray of hope that eventually, over the weeks, that sometime by May, we should be above it. I don't know how, I don't know how, shouldn't we be better than that by then? I would hope so, I really would. A lot can happen between now and then, but that's what the weekly's saying. I would hope that we would be well above $1 by then. Here we are on the daily, and we are in the bearish territory, being underneath that cloud, but yet above the daily 200 moving average that we recently tested. We have lost the 9 moving average on the daily, which hints that maybe we'll come back down and retest this trend line. So we might see lower 70-cent area. It's only about 6 cents away, so not that big of a deal really. But look at our moving averages overall. This represents our momentum. And here we got the 200, the 100, and the 50 in great order. It's just that price decided to take a big old fat dump over here after it got rejected from the 618. Fibonacci over there about 143. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the truth. I thought it was worth more at the time than what it was, but the market said no, baby, and rejected it. And it just got into just a nosedive of depression here until we finally hit rock bottom around 70. That 65 cents was really what triggered that little wake up slap. Get out of the spunk you're in. And I think we got some. See, we're on the daily, and we haven't really closed below the 9 moving average. It looked just like this on yesterday too, but we wicked back above and we reclaimed that area. Let's go down to the 4 hour and see if we can get the nitty gritty. Oh, she's looking sad today. I gotta give it to you. She's looking sad. On the 4 hour, we're gonna pull a fib and see what she says here. Well, it looks like we are headed towards 618 Avenue. 74 cents. 0.6. There's supposed to be a line there. That was supposed to be a lot smoother. That didn't come out as smooth as it didn't come out as smooth as it's supposed to in my head. There we go. 75 cent target. Let's hope that we can catch a bounce there. I don't see why we wouldn't, but you know, hey. The next target down would be the bottom of the trend line that we were talking about earlier at 71. So I guess we might as well keep a little something there in case she gets a little bit more depressed and wants to go a little lower before turning her life around. But we got hopes for this one. Just being a little laggard, but when she starts taking off, we know what she can do. And we should be heading back up to that 143 before too long, doubling this up, letting you get another 2x on top of the 2x you got here if you play it right. Or try to keep that idea for next time. Save that one for later. Oh yeah, we don't even need that trend line. So I like Pendulum. Let's take a look at Solana. See how Solana is doing. Solana on Binance is probably the best one to go with for the price action history. That's what we've been following here. Trend line. Oh, be a friend to me. Look at you, how that trend line just kind of found the belt line of this double bottom position here. Why would you carry a necktie or a necklace at a neckline if you got a bottom? Unless it's not a bottom. Or it's a bottom booby pattern. We are still having this discussion here in crypto. I'm still petitioning Thomas Bukowski to change his terminology and make this a belt line and not a neckline. Still no response from him. Doesn't answer my emails. Don't refer my phone calls. Something about an injunction from a judge. I don't know. It just got kind of crazy from there. So I just kind of laid off of it. But I still think it should be a belt line. If it's a neckline, ladies and gentlemen, then you got two pasties that shouldn't be here. And I will continue to make this argument until we can come to a consensus that we need better terminology in crypto and technical analysis as a whole. One idea you can look at is the old channel idea. I talk about the channel idea a lot. You get a measured move from that guy. Take you up to here. At the breakout of that channel suggests that we might be coming up right back to this tippy-toppy area if you look over to the left, which is kind of a support resistance thing. Say it's not so. It's not so. But it is so. Look, support, resistance. It's not the most finest example, but it is an example, and we're going to stick with that little guy. Did I just erase my price label? No, that was a stick. We got rid of the stick. So $232 out of Solana? I can see it happening. We're respecting this trend line. Also, what my favorite way to view this is as a nice pasty booby bear trap. Yes. motorboating our way right up here to around $277. That's the idea that I really, really like. Haven't even got to the fibs yet. Oh my. Pull the fibs. We're at a 618 Fibonacci there at 230. Why shucks. Gosh darn it. You know, that always makes a good target. So we definitely labeling that one. We'll keep the measure move up there just for fun. But I see some good hope. Good hope coming for Solana. Now here on the 4 hour, she's just retesting this 9 moving average. Now I see something bullish going on here that you have to kind of zoom in to peep out. And that is where the 9 moving average crossed that 21. Momentum for more upsidiness. I forgot to share my work, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this little guy with these nice bigger targets up there. Let me get the fib off so it's not as confusing looking. Copy that link and we'll share that. Solana. Alrighty, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the chat and see what you guys are chatting about. My chat rate is number 1, so you're not being chatty Cathy's, but that's okay. C. Longacre says Debbie. I guess I'm saying that right. Tevve. Oh wow, we do have some charts. We have some chats going on here. Before we get to where I want to do a poll. I'm curious. I mean, have you won more? Okay. Have you won more or lost more playing the meme game? One more. Lost more. And we'll see what we get there. If you would like to participate, I highly encourage you to do that. That would be something good, worth, I don't know, getting a feel for. Is your experience the same as everybody else's? Let's find out. Ryan K. Joe, how's it going? Bobby I says Prime Echelon. We'll do Prime. Let me just start a new list. Let me put Debbie. Prime. Bleep. Or Blep. Ryan K says no snow, but it's raining margaritas in South Florida. Dude, you're having a lot more fun than I am. Well, we need fireworks for margaritas. Sean, I need fireworks for margaritas, please. He's a little slow. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Celebrating the margaritas. That's much better than snow. There's Rising Sun. How's it going? There's Mr. Sam. Rising Sun said ICP could be doing a little something. Let's check that out. Strega says, I missed out on Akuma. I didn't even hear of it. Could have had 100K. Oh no. I paid myself too early. It happens. It happens to us all. What did I think I got? I just ditched Conan and I put it into something else that was getting ready to move up, and then I think Conan might have pumped a little right after I did it. I'm like, that figures. She was on so much drawdown. I mean, at this point, jeez. Strega says 111. Yeah. Jungle Boy 420 virtual. I'm wondering if that will reach $2 and something. ALB Alien Base. Now you're talking my language on Base Network. ALB. when we had a news of a worldwide pandemic breaking out and the way the world was acting to it, and I'm just like, really, a pandemic? I said, great. And just watching the world unfold with that. And I said, well, the only other thing that can come after this is, seeing them do all their power grabs and, don't let a crisis go to waste. And I said, well, the only thing that can come after this and top this would be aliens. So we have an alien theme on this channel. And by golly, we're starting to get aliens. Jeez. I can't even. The only thing that can top that is Jesus coming. So I guess that's the next prediction. Get aliens and then Jesus. That's what I'm leaning toward. Okay, OPAI, please. Optopia. Ooh, Grimmer, that sounds like a cool one. Grimmer comes up with some really cool. I think he's a gem picker. I think he's got that gift. Sam says, Doge. Jackson says, there's Bobby Yas. I wasn't skipping over you. Jackson says, can we chart time, please? Now, I've not looked at time in a while. Yeah, we deserve to look at time. Hopefully she's above $20 still. Larry Marshmallow. Thank you, Rodogmo. Thank you. All right, Jackson says, well, we have 25 people started with one. Oh, I see. I got 19 now, so I kind of bored a few of them. Sure got somebody else's conversation there. Dang, I clicked the wrong option. What? Baba Yaz. All right, so I think I got up on Super Chat. All right, let's start diving into some of these. Let's check out Debbie. Can we get it here? Mexie's got it. Let's take a look at it. Oh, look at you, $1.27. Ah, megaphone pattern. See, yeah. She respected that trend line and then said, I can't take no more. We got to get up. Now, you could have also... Now, here's the thing, all right? Let me see if I can just... I'm sorry, I said... Well, no, this is a teaching moment. Pattern traders, be alert. This will make sense as far as pattern trades. Now, when I'm doing it, I'm zooming out, and I'm drawing this line. What I want to do is that a lot, to get the start of my top line, I want to take the high. Can you see that? So this is where our trend line started. So one of the main ways I like to do is I want to go for the high that we had from that leg, that swing high to swing low, and then start my build from there to, candle bodies. This can actually be tightened up a little bit. Candle body to candle body. And then I'm watching that. And that's where the megaphone pattern comes from. Now, this is also the same as a channel. I know it's crazy, but really they are. And you can, trace it back. We can find some ideas that can support it. It's not very clear now, but there's a channel there. It's just fleshing itself out. Actually, you probably see it right now. Yep, you can see it right now. We're coming up to the top of it right now. Now, this is a 0.5 Fibonacci, so that idea just helped us really figure out that, well, that guy right here might kind of stick for Debbie. Probably a good place to pay yourself. But okay, so that's one idea. It's just a take profit target. All right, so here we are. We're in a channel, but when do channels break out? What happens before a channel breaks out? They do usually do a partial decline or a partial incline if it's going to the upside. That partial incline also makes another pattern idea that a lot of people trade. I don't particularly trade them because they can be iffy. The ascending triangle pattern is not one of my favorite patterns, especially to say to the upside and play it like a bull flag. I just don't do it. But you got that idea. Measure move. I'm going to pull it down to the wicks here. I mean, I guess technically we normally pull it down to the thing. I'm going to pull it down to the wicks just to take that whole high to low there and put it there, and that should be a good measure move. And before I see where that ended up, I'm going to take it from the top of the pattern. I got it. Forgetting the wicks, I'm going to draw it straight down. I'm kind of skeptical because I know technically by my standards it does touch the bottom of the trend line. Pull it on down. But yeah, there's nothing really there to connect with. We did a test run on that one, right? Put that up there. See how it did anyway, right? Yeah, that was kind of overshot it, but when we did it the way we're supposed to, oh baby, did it lock up in the same place. So the measure move from the top just down, and we do the here. It'd be the same as if you took your measure move from here to the top. That would be your safer bet. Connect from the bottom. Yeah, that gives you a touch on your top and bottom pattern, and putting that at the breakout, well, that seemed to do pretty darn good and well. That's one way to look at it. But when you zoom out, you see the bigger pattern that I've got here, and they're fun to play. Bouncing off the bottom of these areas. Ooh, nice. It opens the possibility for us to come up here at 1.59 for Debbie. We'll do a swing high to swing low, and I'm telling you, you are at a great area to be paying yourself. That 0.5 fib from a bigger pool, and this 2. Were you a 0.5? Were you a... There's got to be a variation here. Let me see if I got something. Yeah. All right, so here's something I'm not being able to show you just yet, but I want to do that right now. And so if you're a fib follower and you're trying to figure out what the magic of the fibs I use, because I haven't made a video to explain some of the stuff that I'm doing right now. But since we got an example, swing low to swing high, tell me where I need to buy, come back, retrace at the 0.5 fib. Okay, check this out. One of the main targets that we look for a 0.5 retracement is the 2 extension, and that's what we got right here. So swing high to swing low. Make sure I do get right. Tighten you up. And we are just, now maybe we've already got rejected from that area. There was a 0.5 pip giving us confluence. It doesn't have to just nail it every time, right? There can be some other things giving us confluence that might run us a little short. And basically, some people are seeing some take profit areas here. They're selling. There's some sell pressure here. That 0.2. That for my fib system, that tells me that there should be a bigger pullback here. That's a toppy area, so we should get a pullback from here. I mean, that's a great place to pay yourself. 134, even at 126. Let's come down to a smaller time frame, see if it's got any more gas to get up there, and it could. We might still be going up to these targets here. Maybe to this one. I don't know that we will get past it. There is this one right past it, the 236 for this 0.5 pull right there at 142. But I would not expect it to get past these two. Not on this leg. I expect it to be a pullback, and then have to get a pullback, retest some areas, and then get up there. So taking profits here or soon, probably not a bad idea. What else could help you out? Bottom here, follow the trend line we're on. Right there, because we got the touches to make it valid. 1, 2, 3 little touch areas there. That could be your saving grace. Let me get rid of this Fibonacci because it's just making my screen look kind of nasty. Ichimoku clouds. Okay, so there might be some more up. I mean, I'll be having targets. My strategy, I'd be having to sell targets at 133 and 142, or 134 and 142. That's just me, though. You guys do what you want to do, but you can make an argument. You might get 3 humps out of this. Let's turn on Elliot. What do you say, Elliot? Elliot thinks that we're on a 3-wave, a 4-wave, and coming up to a 5. He also agrees with me on this one. He thinks you can get 147 or even 167. See, I can do this, I could do this, and I could do this out of Elliot. He doesn't give me a real hint of where to go. I'm really leaning more toward that 133 with maybe a bonus target at 142. Let's see how it plays out. Elliot, if you win, I'm not buying you a birthday present. I'm just telling you. How many labels are you going to put on here, Road Dog? That would be cool. I don't see it happening just yet. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, so Debbie looks good. Let's take a look at Prime. Prime Echelon. Prime Echelon. And Coinbase. Oh, we got trend line. Let's zoom out and see what it is. Oh. Interesting. Candle bodies to wicks, and then we broke out, came back in because we lost it. Found some support down here. Didn't really... Okay, found some support for a channel even. control. Oh man, what did you copy there? Now I got a bunch of fibs here. What's that? All right. And so it looks to me we broke out of this channel item. Let me put it back the way I had it. Candle body to wicks. We got rejected up here, 14.7. Looks like it was a target we had. Nailed it. Let me get rid of that. She came down here to this area at the target that we had. Nailed it. Maybe wicked a little bit below to the 200 movement average. Still gonna say I nailed it. Wicks don't count. Or wicks do count. I don't know. She respected the channel. That's the big thing. And then a strong move. Actually, technically, she would have bear trapped here again. And by my little guidelines of the game is that if you have a nice pattern or channel and we come back out and do a bear trap, usually leads to a nice strong move. Do the other side of the pattern a lot of the times. And that's what we did here. And now we got a breakout idea that seems to be holding on the daily. What the hell does that mean? I think that means that we can take a measured move and get an idea of where it's going. And it's kind of pointing up here toward this 786. It's a little fuzzy, so we got some wiggle room in this. And I think I would just lean with that 786 retracement idea because, you know, it is a fib for a bigger pull and they seem to be pretty damn accurate, even more accurate than measured moves, I find. So I like, what is that, $23? So since we got some confluence headed for that, I'm gonna put an arrow there. That would be the main one I would be looking for. 1931, 1940ish, right through this area should be our next closer target. Now, what you want to watch out for, that's a 618, so that's going to be a big one. That would be a perfect setup for us to get rejected and come back in this pattern and do this crap again. Maybe follow this trend line and get a bounce off of that one. It could happen. It would suck. I mean, but the biggest thing to keep in mind, the most bullish thing you got going on here is a series of higher highs and higher lows. And as long as we keep doing that, then we're on the right track. Whether it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back, as long as it's higher highs and higher lows, we're making money. And every pull, you know, but the pullbacks are a good thing if you're planning for them. If you're taking profits and then adding back to those positions, if you're working a position, that's what you're trying to do, right? If you're trying to work a position, you're trying to do that, and you get paid and you watch your bags grow at the same time as this cycle goes on. That's just one way to play the game, and that's what I'm doing, as you know, with my position trading positions. We can go ahead and anticipate a boogie woogie higher high target, you know, if we want those moon boy targets, which yep. Let me take a look at our retracement here that we got. You a 786 or you an 886 or she might have some trouble getting up there on her first run. She might. I will put them up here, but I'm not seeing very much. If we get a higher high, maybe 31, it's telling me that she's got a good chance to maybe come up here to 26 or 28 and then get another pullback and try to work it out before she gets to these real juicy areas up here in, say, $50, $55, $57, which could be coming. We've got 1 year to get there, and we don't know how high we can go. Let me, if you haven't been through a cycle before, or haven't been through a couple of cycles and got to really experience when altcoins do take off, I mean, we can sit here and chart all this stuff out and realistically see how we could get up to this area, right? And that could be a topping point, and you know, so maybe $60, we might think that could be it for the market. But the last few months of this, say around this time next year, December, maybe into January, altcoins could be, we want to be aware of this. Save a little bit for then. Don't want to sell all the way up. But that's when all the greed really pours into altcoins and people taking profit out of Bitcoin usually is what we usually do see. We have a good, with crypto, and some of you guys I'm sure have seen this, the altcoin season chart, the flow of how things work, where it goes to Bitcoin, then it starts going to altcoins, the Ethereum, and now Solana, and some of those bigger players are acting like Ethereum did. And then it starts going into large caps and the mid caps, small caps. It trickles this way down. And that is where we're starting to get into. When they start going into all the little ones, that's they're selling out the big ones and going into them, and rolls over altcoin season. And we think you're going to be topping out here and doing this, but then you see it just go boom, and it can double. It can do crazy. They could go crazy. You just don't know which ones. They pop off like popcorn. One of them spike up, and you think, oh, maybe she'll keep going, but she doesn't. That's over. You got to catch them when they go, because they're going to give it up. They're going to make their higher high, and they're going to pop back down. So you want to catch them all. Try to catch them all when they're popping out of the frying pan. So, I'm hoping that we see that happen again. And that's Lambo time. But we're about a year out from that. Let me check on our poll. How's our poll doing? What do we got? 77% of you guys are telling me that you won more on the meme going than you lost. 23%. So, that's interesting. I did not expect that. Well, Sean, what the hell's wrong with that button? That deserves some applause. So congratulations, you guys, that won more on that. I've had a mixed bag of results with meme coins. I've had some that I've moonbagged, they've done really well, and they're still doing good. They're moonbagged, they're safe and secure. Then I've had some that didn't, like the one motion that I was playing on Solana. She's dipped down to a bottom. I've still got it, but she was winning, but she's, oh man, what happened? But I think I'm in the red there. There's some, and sometimes I've just started playing them and watching them, but I do find a lot of them. I'll throw $1 into one of them just to, some of them. I did that for a little bit just to test the ones that were trending, just to feel out how the market. They've all, lost 90%, went down to a dime or less. It's a hype game. It's a hard game to play. So if you made more money in it, then you've done you made some good moves there. So. Well, that's worth bragging about. That's worth being proud about. Because I would think most people in their experience, they have not had that experience. They've lost a lot more like the 23 or 25% of you. So 3/4 did better than that. That's good. Congratulations. Let me get my screen back up there again. I should have enough memory on this computer. I shouldn't have that problem. All right, so this is Prime. Next one on my list, let me just go to one called Blep. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the deck screener on this one. What exactly? I guess it will tell me on deck screener, won't it? Okay. Blep. The song makes me feel like I'm in some kind of video game. I don't know why. Blep Super Meme. That was it. Blep Super. Okay. And some bass. Let's check it out. Man, there was one that one of you guys mentioned in today's stream, and I meant to make a note of it to look into it on bass, and I already forgot what it was. Nice breakout. We'd like to see more volume there. There seems to be a little bit of volume on this part, but then you got this spike there. That's good. We're on the 4 hour, is that right? If you're looking at the local pattern here, you're looking at this guy, which is what? So it's a megaphony, or a opening broadening pattern. This is actually the bullish kind that breaks to the upside 70% of the time, according to Thomas Bukowski. That is the statistic on it, 70%. 72%. I am corrected. 72%. I had to go verify myself over here. I got a little cheat chart over here too, just so that I can make sure that I get these percentages out, because I dare not be that guy who says whatever pattern I'm talking about is 68% chance to go up or 68% chance to go down. It's always 68%. That cannot be mathematically correct. There is some misinformation there or something. So The 68% for the rising or for the falling wedge, that comes from Thomas Bukowski. So if he's got different results for different patterns, well, I want to know. And it may just be, oh, that's only 50%, the 60%. Well, that's enough percent to give me a little edge more on certain patterns than not. These guys are great. These are great. Some people might come over here. I don't know. I guess you could. I guess some people might try to draw them like this as a falling wedge. Same thing, you know, 68% chance right there at 72. I guess you could. That's valid too. You got 3 touches on that idea. So, however, but for me, I mean, and that was the swing low to that swing high to make that shape. I think I used to draw them that way, but now I'm as high to the low in that, and then carrying this, and you got this, and then you got your partial decline that happened here, which is what happens on these patterns. So you wouldn't be wrong either way that you look at it. This guy right here is still going to be resistance though, which means that we're coming up for a double top scenario possibly right up here. So that's the idea to keep in mind for something like this. It can work our way up and down, and that could be the, you know, we'd be really in a big ass range. And that big ass range would be right through here, and you could come back down here to this bottom. Don't get it twisted. Is this on Uniswap? I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a meme coin or not. It's got a 2.3. Oh, nice market cap. Let me. I don't need to. We got our fib. So that's if it ranges. It could happen, but if she breaks a higher high, we'll get that. She's got a good level of support there. You're looking at these two guys right here. You're looking at 0.0048 for the higher high targets. So my strategies don't give us a definite answer as to what direction we're going to head in. We have to kind of figure that out with momentum strategies like the moving averages and things like that. But the fibs, after we figure out where the trend is headed and get those ideas with our momentum indicators, our RSI, our stochastics, our moving averages, and things like that. Moving averages help us as for support to areas of, you know, where it's got, you know, temporary local support below the moving averages. We're above the 9 here. That's always good. If you're above a 9, you're on an uptrend, period. Lose that 9, then you're flirting with losing that uptrend, period. So it's a great indicator. It's a great moving average to have. But we figure out our momentum from these things, but then the price targets, that's where the fibs come in, because they give us they tell us, well, if we are going to get above here, well, here's the areas to look for rejection at, and if we're not, if we're going to come down the other way, well, here's the areas to look for support at. And that's how we use it. We don't know for sure, but gosh darn it, if we can start putting these things together, we're a lot more accurate than somebody that just looks at it, or somebody that's just in the habit of doing the same little thing over and over, only looking for head and shoulders or flags to the upside or something like that. I mean, if you get in the habit of just doing one little thing over and over, it'll work for you, but eventually that doesn't work. I tried to find the places where those things stop working. I want to know where it's going to get. I want to know where high areas are for it to get rejected, and high areas are to likely areas it is to find support and maybe reverse. And then I like to play the middles of those, and it seems to work so far. So far, it works pretty lovely. It changes up a little bit on how, you know, the reactions, whether you're in a bullish market or a bearish market, or if you're in a bullish trend or a bearish trend. And even in phases, whether you're in, you know, in the bull market phase or the bear market phase, you get different reactions. Thomas Bukowski talks about that stuff too. The general rule is you're more bullish in the bullish phase and get more bullish reactions for bullish patterns and less bearish action in the bull market, and the opposite's true in the bear market. You get less bullish results out of any bullish pattern. And the bearish patterns, oh man, they break down to the downside quick. So we're coming back up. We did the 618, didn't quite make it there. We got rejected to 0.5. 618 would be a good target. Try to get that, and then of course 786 here. So 0.0027, 0.0027, yeah, and 0.0033 are the main targets I would look for this one on BLEP. whatever blep is. Can't even see those lines. Let's make some big thick lines over here. And let me see if I can put up some price targets, because I think my graphics won't let you see the prices. Where are your price labels? I can never find you. So 0.0027, and this other guy here is 0.003277 area. And that would be some good places to take profit. You could be also seeing, you know, that could be a neckline idea, and this could be making a, could come back down and do this. Often with these breakouts of channels, and you'll see these shapes form here. And a lot of times I do see that last little shoulder, if we're looking for an inverted head and shoulders type bottom reversal pattern where price comes down into it. That can be forming here. So you could be seeing some lower lows after we get rejected up here. We'll have to come back and figure those out after we figure out our top on it. But so far, 4 hour looks promising, doesn't it? It's got a nice move up from, you had a nice little come up from this bottom area. If you're able to get in that bottom area, you're up 160%. Not bad. People buying right now, too. Blep looks pretty good. Let's take a look at ICP, see what we got going on. Let's see, we'll go to over here. We got ICP. $12. Glittery's Marshmallow's got a question for me. Got a super chat coming in. Let me go address that real quick here. Glitter Marshmallow asks, thank you for the super chat. Sean? Thank you very much for the super chat. Question, Coinbase app. I don't know if I understand the question though. Question, Coinbase app. Should I take a small loss to close account? I don't understand you got to give me some more details on that. If you can't, you can type in the chat if you want to, or you can reach out to me through our Telegram group. I've seen you over there. We can probably go into more detail or something like that over there if you need to. Whatever. I'm not understanding the context. If you should take a small loss, should you take a small loss to close the account? I mean, I don't know why you're needing to close the account or what the situation. I don't have a good read on the situation, so I don't think I got a good answer for you. But if you want to go into detail here or in however you want to do it, reach out to me. All right, let me get ICP here real quick. So again, you can look at this as the rising broadening pattern, and this is what they're supposed to do. And when they break to the downside, it is I don't ever see them make that big ass measure move. They don't. And I thought I'd read Thomas Bukowski say that it usually makes about 40% of the drop. But when I went back to just verify that, and I think I even did it online, that is not what I got from him, and he has a bigger measure move. But I have worked that strategy, and sometimes, now this is not from Thomas Bukowski, this is just from me playing around, but what I've found is that if you respect the top of these things, and say you want to take, you would take it. This would be a normal measure move that you could take right there. You can also take them from any of these guys, just come straight down. And so if you want a more conservative measure move, you can try these ideas, and I've found them to help and to work very well. Like we take this measure move over here and put it at our breakout. It didn't nail it, but it got you right there. But when we're using our fibs, we're also using these swing highs to swing lows. We're basing things off these ratios, and measure moves are based off of these little guys too, right? Well, let me rephrase that. I'm basing off of from here to there. It's not necessarily down to the very wick of that. These are some ideas that you can play around with. I've had good luck in getting some really good targets by playing this one that way, using more conservative measure moves. And I've found that not to be a bad breakout, especially if we're in a bull market and they don't come down that far before they start picking back up. And so now we've got this touch point over here. She came down to our target. Nailed it. Nailed it. I'm not going to post anything. But now we've got a more mature trend line, and we should see some respect for some angles here. We got a wick and some candle bodies. There's some sort of respect there. So we got that. Now this may be going into a more broad pattern. That's kind of steep. There are some other angles. Now this is kind of similar to what the idea of spider lines, because you got a top here. And now I was playing from here, but I'm going to go up to this swing over here. And now I'm going to bring this guy down. And that's a more realistic trajectory for what we can see in price action. You can even take that idea over here to this top and put it over there. And now you can play with the trend line ideas and see where we come up to. And they just keep in mind, these will be subtle areas of resistance whenever price comes into it. That's just how trend lines work. But I do like this one, and it does open up the possibilities that we can get up to these areas, $19, $17, all within here. And it can bounce up to these trend lines. 17 looks really interesting to me. Of course, then we got our little smaller targets, and of course, I have no idea where you guys are interested in taking targets or taking profits. But I think we've been giving out some good areas that are likely to get those reactions. Where did you pull down to? Let me kind of update this just a minute. You were okay. You're 786. You're good. All right. Your chart looks like a mess. It does look like a mess. I'm having trouble remember where I got these. Oh, it's from a bigger. Okay, I got you from the bigger pool. Now, related to this one, you're just going to put all kinds of targets, and if it hits it, you're going to say, nailed it. I will do something different. These are more relative to where we are right now, so if I had to pick one, or pick some, I would be picking these two right here. Just based on this price action. And this guy is going to come into the picture. She may get rejected there, she may not, but this other one here, the 786 for short-term target, that one looks good. So we had a measure move here at 1355 from something. I didn't write it in, but it's a blue line. That's what it is. But my fibs, I would be more looking for these guys here. This is not, I don't consider this one my nailed it targets, but I'll put a little gray line there. That's a good take profit target. But if I had to make more of one that I would think that would be a little bit more relative, where she might face more serious, if she were to come up and then, you know, do like this over here. If I were going to look for an area for something like that to happen, yeah, those are the targets. And we got a history of that happening here, so let's see if it happens again. I don't know. Got a history of some of them not hitting too, so it's not foolproof. I'm bound and determined to crack that Fibonacci code, though. I haven't done it yet. I'm making ground way, though. I want to figure that little sucker out. Virtuals, how you doing, Virtuals? You still doing dang good. How far did you get up? 524 the other day, and then you gave it up. I think we were mentioning that. I think we... Just the only chart I got. That's MEXC. That should be... Maybe... COINEX? Your own CoinEx. I know I've got to have you charted over there. Here we are. No, that's AI XBT. You're over there? I think I might have a better chart laid out already on this one, but I'm not seeing it. There you are. Oh, well, I don't. Went through all that crap for nothing. You suck. All right, so I guess this is where we're at. 3 humps and a dump. This is according to Elliott Wave. Oh, though you pulling something crazy on me. What are you doing? Elliott seems to think on some big ass picture, some kind of wild ass calculation of this being a 1 and a 2, which, yeah, I'm telling you, we don't always agree. He thinks we might be pulling back and going for a big ass 5 wave over here at $7.06. Thus says Elliott. I can't quite see that, but this is more what I'm seeing here on the 4 hour. Yeah, you still got a weird ass 1 wave, Elliott. That's just weird. But I think I'll ride with you with the 3, 4, and the 5. ABC correction down. No, you should be saying $2.35. There's some ideas for Mr. Elliott. 3 humps and a dump ideas. What did we just do? My take on it. Trend line. This is our major trend line. It's not been broken. I've got a 382 target down here we can come and bounce off of. If we do bounce off of that, let me make sure that that is valid. I'll go all the way back to where you were, Elliott, at the very bottom to the very top, and that is our 382 area. We get a strong bounce off of here. We already lost the 236, so we should be headed down here. We got a little bit more wiggle room if we take it to the wicks there, so we got a little bit more room for that to play out validly. 200 moving average is working up there. I don't know if it will meet price there, if it will wick to it, but if we can find support off of this 382 area, oh man, oh man, oh me, oh my, oh. You've got a nice ass target right up here at $8.47. Are you wondering how I got that target? Well, let's see if it plays out and squares up, because that's how I like to just double check my measured moves. That looks awful big ass for this. I don't see that happening. I can't see an eyeball on it. Let's see if it squares up. Swing high all the way to the freaking swing. I'm just going to go down to my 0 line instead of doing the sideways thing. Swing hard, swing low. Tell me where you're going to go. Put you on the 0382. We're bound up here to the 0618. That's how we do it. 846, 847 standing on what I got there. Could that happen, ladies and gentlemen? Could that happen? That just sounds absolutely freaking crazy to you. Start dotting your I's and crossing your T's and holding your mouth sideways and looking and squinting through your left eyeball. And then you kind of say, maybe I can see it. I don't know. We got a trend line here. Maybe we'll follow that trajectory. And maybe if we were to put a time element with it, would it take us that long to get there? These are some ideas that you can do following these angles. Tom and WD Gann also gets into this idea of squaring price and time. I'm not there yet. Good Lord, I'd love to be. If you could square price and time, you can tell he could do this. He documented doing this. He took that system to the grade. He figured this stuff out. WD Gann, if you got the time and effort and intelligence to go down that rabbit hole, figure him out. He figured that market out. He predicted the 1929 stock market crash to the day, the price. There's documented. I mean, his journey is just amazing. He showed you that it can be done. That there's techniques that you can apply to this market, and the best ones he took with him, but all the ones leading up to it, man, they're so insightful. The things I learned from that man help me just even if I don't pick it up on all this stuff, just one little bit I can absorb. I find it, oh wow, that's cool. But he could tell you, the price will be at $38 on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And you're like, what? But I don't think I could just pull it out of his hat all the time. But whatever system he did, that's the kind of predictions that he would lay out there and they would happen. He also predicted wars. So he saw a little bit more than just chart stuff somehow. It's a wild story. Spooky science. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. You just lost that one. Don't do it. Virtual. So pullback is in, I think, 328. And if she breaks this trend line, then oh man, you could be looking at $2.19, and those are the two targets that I've got. ALB. Not familiar with this one. ALB. Sam says, I need a marshmallow face. Huh. Is there a marshmallow face? You got me curious, Sam. Because I'm willing to bet there's probably one. Oh! Hold on just a second, people. Oh my goodness, you didn't. You hit the wrong one. It looks like we got a marshmallow face. I got two of them. I thought I had the face turned off. And no, you got to see it all. Oh, there we have. Hey, we're marshmallow. My lips don't move though. My lips are not moving. Where did you go? There was also this one where I do move. Look, I'm a fiery marshmallow. Woo! Woo! I'm on the hot coals. I'm on the hot coals. I think we'll go with this one for a minute. Let's check ALB, see what ALB is doing. Alien base token. 3.3, okay, it's gotta be this one. Oh, I looked at it before, okay. What did we have here? We had a 618. Looks like we were hoping for some of these areas to hold. Looked like they were trying to. Losing the trend line. I did not do this, but you could have played this. Would that have worked? That looks awful steep. That looks awful steep for a measure move. Are you playing out? I mean, that's it's not going to work. That is way too. How would you know where to pull it? This would be more of a rising wedge. Actually, the way I would do a measure move would be Bukowski's. Let's see if we get a measure move. Not quite there. Well, that idea, the little technique that we talked about before, if you got your touches and then your bottom, then we didn't have a touch here, I would have pulled it from there, but this is our first touch here that we got after we made a nice solid trend line, right? Just showing you some ideas, you can play with them. But there's no touches there, so taking a measure move from the first touch up there, that did really good. And then this was Bukowski's, the equivalent of Bukowski's measure move. I'd do it a different way. He's got a multiplier of 62%. So if you pull it from the bottom to the top and multiply it by 62%, this is what you get. And that one's not been hit. That is lower. Let's see. We got. Did I just draw those lines? Yeah, I just drew those lines. I don't need those lines there. Let us. Let's clear this guy out. Let's clear this guy. How do you erase on this one? Where's my trash? My trash can is gone. There it is. Well, this one looks like fun. Let's spend a minute on this one. Alien base. This looks like a challenge. Flatline and then bumped up, and now we're getting a retrace. This was, to me, I think this is interesting price action. It went parabolic, came back down, and then it went up again. We had this guy. I just draw random lines there for the fun of it. I'm not getting much out of that except for maybe this. Oh, I was about to swear that off until I saw I didn't have this lined up. Do we got touches? We got 3 touches? Looks like we got 3 touches. Almost. Kind of, sort of. Squint your eyes, hold your mouth right. 2 solid touch areas here on the 4 hour. It might work. I don't see any respect for this angle, do I? Is that respect for, or have you got... now I gotta squint my eyes and hold it. I don't... Alright, we got a channel idea. 2 touches on each side. I prefer to have 3 on one side, 2 on the other, like Thomas Bukowski advises us to. Let's fibber out. We got a 7. Okay, I can work with that though. I can definitely work with that. We'll go fib strategy on you. After I point out this nice little breakout that we got right here. That's what we want to see. Local pattern would be the megaphone that we've seen before, 72% chance. Thank you for correcting me, Thomas Bukowski. 72% chance to break to the upside. Triangle pattern. Throw up the little cheat sheet there. Just in case somebody needs to take a little screenshot. This is available over in the trading Telegram group area, so you can go just download a copy, screenshot a copy, however you want to do it. But this, in short, these are the triangle patterns that Thomas Bukowski goes over. He goes over a lot of other patterns, but it's mostly the triangle ones that have the percentage to break out. I think things like your head and shoulders and your cup and handles, double bottom, they don't have a percentage assigned to them for breakout. There's only certain patterns that he does a percentage for breakout. It's not for everyone. Now he's got some other statistics for them, but it's mostly the triangle patterns that you've got the percentage for breakout, just to say. So the next time you hear that the cup and handle has a 68% chance to break to the upside, I'm like, that didn't come from Thomas Bukowski. Might have come from a bag of wind though. So you got that idea, partial decline idea. I like that. You just got to put it at fibbies. I love this fib pull. It just breaks it all down. You're in the great little area to accumulate. That's how you got to look at it right now. You're bottom of the trend line. And you look up here at the 618 because it's got a support resistance slip just spelled out right there. If I can quit draw the right line here. Why do I keep getting these guys? Why do you keep popping up? And I just need a price label. Oh my gosh, I found the price label. Well, that's amazing. What is that? Why are you there? Why do you keep doing that? What the hell? How many times are you gonna... Oh, you're killing me. I'm not going to redo all that. So apparently if you keep clicking on here, it just keeps repeating whatever you do, I guess. Color you yellow, because that's my 618 color. Oh, glittery marshmallow. Oh, I'm the glitter. What? I'm a marshmallow, but my lips don't move. I may have to revisit the marshmallow thing. See if I can find one with my lips move. Hey, what's this one? Ooh, Ooh, this one's even, the lips don't move, but this one's smoother. I like this one. And this is just a copy of the other one, right? I got this one. That's okay. And then I got this one. This one messes with my green screen, but I kind of like this one. Hey, we also got the turkey. Hey, glad to be back. All right, so 42.3 cents looks really good. And so does 48. Those are two. Well, thank you for putting that up there before I agreed to do that. Okay. This 48.5 scenario. Also, it'll be whatever this is and wherever it's going. This is on Dex Tools. Let me go ahead and share this one. I haven't shared one like this in a while. I see this as a good possible trade setup. I mean, what would the gain? I guess I need to figure out the gains, right? Where are all the tools? I can't find the tools over here. I think they have limited amounts of tools. That could be, oh, 73% gains? Can you take a picture of that? Oh, good. You didn't erase it. Cool. All right, let's put it over there. ALB. This is on base, is that right? Nice. Let's see if we can get out of here now. Yay! Oh, look, altcoins look like they've been coming up a little bit. Let's take a look at Total 3 real quick. How you been doing lately? Are you helping our altcoins move? It's good to keep up with this stuff. 4 hour, you're still kind of down on the 4 hour. Holding the 9 moving average. 1 hour, you're losing it. They're losing it right now. Marking up my chart here. 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump dump. Is that what we're doing? This is the best trend line that I have. And look, a shoulder, head and shoulder. If you got a rising pattern like that, why aren't you looking at this? Look, a bearish shoulder, head and shoulder. It can, maybe, maybe not. But I do have this. I can vouch for that. And then a lot of people are teaching to draw it like this. I can, then you say it's a rising wedge, but what about this guy? Isn't he important? That's also bearish, breaks to the downside. Technically, you know, as long as you got enough touches on one side and the other, that pattern is correct. So if you see that, you're correct. If you see this, you are correct. And if you see a shoulder, head and shoulder, technically, I guess you can say that, but you don't. I mean, the fact that this one's rising up has more of a chance for it to break down because it's a rising pattern. That would be the bearish part of it. But if you had it going the other way, what if you flip that? If it looked like this, oh shoot, that changes the whole thing altogether. I'm just trying to draw out some points. When it comes to head and shoulders, I just like to point these things out. Your best ones are the ones that are the most level with the neckline. And the best ones, this shoulder is less than that. That's just a little road dog alpha. And if you have a shoulder, head and shoulder that is leaning to the downside, well, you probably actually got a bullish megaphone or some kind of megaphone pattern that can bounce up and it probably won't work out. Because it's leaning to the downside. I would not be listening to a declining shoulder, head and shoulder. Run from that. Well, this can be bearish. Let's see if it is. Total 3, are you coming down? Are we getting ready to lose in altcoins? Well, that sucks. You suck, road dog. That's not what I wanted to hear. We could wick and come back into this and and reclaim. That's what the Ichimoku cloud is saying. So your shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. I don't know if it's going to play out or not. You can get faked out here on that one. I would not trust that one. I would trust this megaphone pattern where we could bounce off the bottom of this little sucker and come all the way to the freaking top to 114, which is our target that we had over here anyway, right? 114 up here, that's where we're trying to head, right? You can see a pathway forward as long as Bitcoin dominance doesn't kill us. Bitcoin, you're coming in at 1. Oh, you screwed that up. Bitcoin losing it a little bit, lost the 9-moving average on what, the 1 hour time frame? Yeah, we're getting a little declining here for Bitcoin. And that's okay. What goes up comes down a little bit. I'm still looking at 100,000, or 101,000 was my first target. I'm on a different chart here. If we're going by level, looking for support levels down here, we could come down to 99.5. It's on the table for support. 50 moving average is hanging down there too. Might happen, might not happen. Got to see. First look at 100. I'd hate for us to lose 100. I would hate for us to lose $100,000 after we, were able to retain it. Again, I said earlier, if we lose 100,000, it looks. I would take that as a sign of weakness, and I think a lot of other people might also look at it as a sign of weakness. Short, it might dump it further, which I will be buying up more. Let's see. Let me get back to the chat here. Hey, let's go back through, let me catch up with you guys here. Been there. I remember that. Celinda says, can ICP break $15? I can't remember what I said on that. I think, yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I think I already answered that and I'm just coming back. Hey, Road Dog, what's the poll about? I'm just wondering what people's results on meme coins were. Because I was kind of surprised. It seems that we got. My question is, have you won more by paying the? Have you won more with playing the meme game, or have you lost more? Because I'm willing to bet that I was willing to bet that most people would have more losing than winning from them, just because of it's basically a gaming with the meme coins. Maybe the top, the ones that got established, but all the rest of them, man, it's like whether one's going to pop off or not, you don't know. It's like playing whack-a-mole. And so we're leveling out a little bit more. It was 75-25%. Now we're about 70-30. So still more people winning than not. You can't bitch about that. Jackson says it looks like it's about to explode. And I'm lost on the chat there. Time. We're supposed to look at. We never did look at time, did we? And OPAI. Let me get those out of the way. Time. Chronotech. Coinbase has got it. KuCoin's got it. I think that's where I normally chart it. Oh, we're at $22. Cool. I'm still looking. I'm still waiting for 27 to hit. Let me zoom out. We're on the 1 hour. We need to zoom out more. Oh, here we go. That looks better. So this is what I was hoping would happen. And so far, we might be headed that way. I don't know. But I like to. She's already came up here and didn't quite make it before. So on this run around, she might have a chance. Might. But considering how steep this pullback here was, let me get rid of some of these old targets. Oh my gosh, that's one way back. The Wayback Machine right there. Let me tighten this guy up. Let's pull a fib from here to there. And that's where we got this 34.42 target. We put that one out there. $113 is also at the 618. I really like that 113. So from the steep ass retracement that it got, she may not make it past these guys the first run. And that's from the shorter moving averages based from here. Now the bigger are the Fibonacci's. Now the bigger Fibonacci's are telling us our levels getting out of the accumulation zone, and it is wanting to head to 51. I do see 51. It'll take it a while to get there, but that's the one that's worth holding on to, in my personal opinion. We're at $20, $34, $39, or $40, and then 51. I think 51 is the sweet spot to hold out for. Come on, time, you need to do something. And did we look at OPAI? KuCoin's got it. Let's see. Optopia. Let's check it out on KuCoin. I've looked at it before. Fibbed her out there. And yeah, we're same targets. So she's doing what she's supposed to do. We had a buy zone. It went down below. And then it decided to break up. Let me get rid of this guy. It's old news. All these targets are old news targets. It looks like we looked at it back in October, and so she was in a range accumulation zone, and that was what I said. You know, look at this target, and then look at that target when we started breaking out, and now we're starting to break out. So she finally just blasted wick back below. She keeps going a little higher. She's really liking this 0.5. I didn't call that one out, but she's liking it. So I missed that one. That one seems to be the sweet target. She is below the 382 now. I decided to skip through that one. Trying to look for any clues that I could have told me that maybe I should have went for it. And maybe this candle body there. Maybe I should pay more attention to that. That could have been a clue there. To have been more accurate there, but she seems to get resistance there. That just puts this next step at that Fibonacci at 0.002 right on the ladder. We're not getting sleepy. So OPAI is looking good on the smaller time frames. She's still okay. She may come back down a little bit. Let's see what we got. 50 moving average will probably come into play here. And the 50 is coming down at this area, but I look at the trend line. And so 0.0011, somewhere in that area, she could be coming. Yeah, I would say more than likely she might be. Hmm. 618's holding. We can try to fine tune it here. Bottom of the trend line, wherever price may do it, that could happen. Your 618 seems to be holding, and it may hold. It may hold again. So that's worth looking at too. And that is at okay, yeah, the sleepy 0.0012 area. So if we can bounce here, that would be a good sign, but I would not be surprised if we didn't just come back to the bottom trend line and bounce off of it. It is one of those nice patterns that are fun to play if you buy them at the bottoms. So we got the high. Oh, let's carry you on. Where did you start from? You suck. Holy crap, we got these higher targets on board if you're looking for higher targets if this works out. I have no reason to think that it wouldn't. Bouncing off of here, and then it could go from 0.001 to 0.002. There'd be your 100x or your 2x 100% gain. Road not getting sleepy. We've been going over 2 hours. This 2 hours just went by way too quick. Bless you guys for sticking with me. Some of you guys are coming in and out or whatever, however you're playing it. But hanging out 2 hours on a live stream, that's a lot. It doesn't even feel like it to me. It just feels like no time at all, but it's definitely time to wrap it up. Let's come back to the chat, check you guys out, and So I'll make sure I didn't miss any super chats here. I think I got everything that we had here. Look at the fan funding. So shout out to you guys, Roguelide, Glittery Marshmallow, Hyman Awaldi, and Glittery Marshmallow 2 more times for contributing to the supporting the channel here. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. That does help. It helps a lot. It makes my wife look at me as well. Maybe you're doing something. I'm saying, honey, 100,000 subscribers is just right around the corner. That's a big ass corner, but we didn't heart that one. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, and hopefully I'm giving you value that's worth your time. And I want to see all you guys make some good life-changing money, and just anything that I can share that can help your decision-making process. I'm honored. I'm honored to be the guy that you want to spend some time with. I like to leave this show looking at Bitcoin, watching it try to drop back down from these areas here. These are some of the ideas we're looking at here on Bitcoin in a big ass channel where she can get resistance 101 and 100. Those are my main ideas that I've been following here and updating here. This is the chart that I've been actually watching today, I believe. Still 101 coming up as an area. This one I've got 99.5 at the bottom of this trend line. This is really the strong idea that you're looking at because you're in a channel. And hopefully we'll stay above 100,000. We need to. That would be a nice little support resistance lift from here. Watching our numbers go up, watching the crypto bubbles turn green. We like it. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow on a Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be doing anything during the daytime or not, but I'll definitely be back again tomorrow night about 10:30 p.m. I hope to see you guys here. Good night, everybody. God bless you. Keep Jesus in your life. Keep God first in your life. Jesus came in and he redid the whole commandment, the 10 commandment thing. He said God said that the 2 greatest commandments that he's looking for when he was asked this question is 1, to love God with all your all your soul, heart, and spirit. And then to love your neighbor as yourself. 2 greatest commandments are love. Peace, guys. Good night.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line.
Chris says, I've lost more. I'm done with them except Floki, which really isn't a meme coin anymore considering everything it does. I'm not even sure what all it does. I need to check in on that. But I can feel you. I can feel you. I know that, sometimes we'll get people coming in and, sometimes we might get people to shill meme coins. And I take those with a grain of salt, because hype is a big thing. But we know the Casper meme coins they had a hype behind them, and the Lumens, Stellar Lumens, and XLM, they get some hype behind them. Well, they all get some hype. Solana, they all get some hype, but they're all based on hype, in my opinion. It's not the main part of my portfolio by any means. Some people do that, though. I appreciate you guys.
Don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
You guys are my new OGs now. Strega is my old OG now.
I'm done with this trash. Talk to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get physical.
Hey, you're welcome, guys. Good night, everybody. Definitely check out. I'll have to do that and see what all they're doing now. Oh man, did I leave that thing up there? I left that little triangle chart up there when I was talking about stuff. Oh, I hate that. Good night, John boy. Good night, everybody. Go make that life-changing money.